It is opening morning here in New York. Zane Man and I are going to be starting out on a piece of state game lands this morning. We got here about 4 o'clock to make sure we beat everybody to this parking spot. I mean, there's another one right down the road that's going to be packed, but we just wanted to get here first and get back in here because these game lands on first week just get crazy. And I know a lot of you are wondering, well, you have a ton of private land to hunt. Why would you be hunting the game lands first? Well, there's some birds in here, and if we can, I'd like to get these birds killed right away because we know that the birds we have on private land are going to be there all year, whereas these birds are likely to get shot pretty soon. So we might as well be the ones that shoot them. Don't you think?
I agree with that one.
So we got a freaking hike to get down in here. We got a long walk ahead of us, so we're gonna get down in there and just locate that first bird that sounds off, and Zane and I are gonna put ourselves in position to kill him. So we'll see you down in the woods. We just made the trek down in here. It's a pretty long walk, but we got right down where this ridge goes down into the hardwoods, and we got real heavy swamp to our right, and the birds normally roost down here on this ridge, so we're just set up here and we're gonna wait for that first bird to sound off. And
Should be about 15 minutes.
Yep, we got 15 minutes or so, and we're gonna make a move on them. Fingers crossed. It's a nice brisk morning, dang near full moon. These birds should be screaming. What do you think?
I hope.
Well, the birds finally just sounded off. We're gonna get down here and get in position. Go ahead. Oh, hey Zane, let's split up right here. You're gonna go swamp side.
I'm going swamp side.
I know. I'm gonna come in off that pine tree, that second pine tree over there.
Okay.
And come in like that.
I'm just gonna swing way low, and you're gonna get set up for where I am. So just do a quiet hoot or something, so I know where the hell they're at. Cause I don't want to hoot when I'm.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to be super. Don't let that muck, you know. Well, I'll give you a little update. These birds finally flew down. They sat in a tree forever because there's at least 4 different other hunters in here calling to them. They started calling to them at like 5:40. It's still dark. There's way too many guys in here. There's a guy right there, guy behind me. Zane's over to the right. This is the kind of things you run into on public land when you got birds in here. Kind of dangerous, really. I haven't even called yet. There's so many calls going off. There's a box call, a slate call, a mouth call. I had that tom at about 70 yards or so. They worked kind of up this ridge side and went quiet. I mean, there's so many people in here. That right there is public land hunting for you. It's tough. I mean, there's so many guys in here on these birds, it's ridiculous. One thing I will mention on here that I never, ever, ever, especially on public land, call to a turkey on the roost. These freaking turkeys are already 200 yards away. But the reason being is naturally when a turkey gobbles on the roost, the hen walks up to the tree where the bird's roosted, he hops down, he's got his hens. So when you call to a gobbler on the roost, he's just gonna sit there and gobble, you know? He's not gonna come down and go to the hen. The hen's gonna walk right to that tree. So if you're calling to that turkey on the roost, he's gonna sit there all freaking morning and not fly down. This guy with a box calls over here. So that's kind of just typical public land stuff you deal with. I have a lot of respect for Aaron and them hunting the public guys. Those guys, I mean, this public land stuff's no joke. This is not easy. I'm gonna get packed up and get the heck out of here before I get shot. Okay, folks, that's a wrap on our public land hunt this morning. Zane, man, was all over him. The video I took of that bird walking down the ridge top there, Zane was right at the bottom of that ridge. And he had him at 50 yards or so, and that hen flew down. Drug the toms back over and met up with that hen, and right into the swamp they went, swamp turkeys. We're just lucky we didn't get shot by nobody. There's more people in this woods than trees. But we're gonna head back to the farm, hop on the gator, strike one up somewhere. In a perfect world. We are back at the house. We just got some bacon, some coffee, and we're loading the gator up, and we're gonna go see if we can strike a bird. We're gonna go up to the upper farm and start there. There'd been a bird gobbling up there earlier, so we're gonna see if we can't get back on him. If that don't work, we're gonna hit another spot. If that don't work, we're gonna hit another spot. If that don't work, we're gonna hit another spot. If that don't work, we're gonna hit another spot. If that don't work, we're gonna hit another spot.
If that don't work, we're done.
Alright, let's go see if we can fire one up. We're heading up the upper farm, and we had a bird cross the road up here on us. Came right down into the strips, into Bobby's strips, and I'm gonna drop Zane off right at the top of the strip. I'm gonna come all the way down, circle the bottom, and we're both gonna get in here. I'm gonna get right in the middle so I can see both sides, and Zane's gonna get up there where he can see both sides, and we're just gonna wait this bird out. I'll probably do a little calling and see if we can't coax him in here. But I know he's right in this strip of woods right here, so we're gonna get set up and see what happens. Holy crap, folks. I have no idea what I got on video of that, but I'm sitting there, I'm getting all the cameras set up, and look up, here comes the red head coming through the brush right in here. And so I turn the camera, he sees it, putts, starts running up through this thicket right here, gets out to the edge of the field. So I stand up and I shot the first shot at him like 35 yards, and he hit another gear after that first shot went off. And then I put another one, I ended up killing him. I don't know, I know I hit him probably on one of those first two shots, and that third shot, he was really trying to get down through this thick stuff, and I put another one into him, but here he is, a real nice bird. I'm pretty happy with him. It was kind of a unique hunt. I didn't really call him in or nothing. I hadn't even made a call yet, and here he comes. Pretty awesome. I'll go ahead and get a tag on them and we'll get them set up for you. Well, here you have it, folks. Here's a opening day New York turkey. This was quite the unique kind of hunt. As you saw, we started in public land this morning and we're all over them. Zane had one almost commit suicide in his lap, but then a hen flew down and took him away. But we were heading up to our upper farm to see if we could strike another bird up, and got up here and this turkey was in the strip, and I already told you the story, so I don't know why I'm telling you it again. But I got down here and sure enough, here he comes. I wasn't even the camera situation was not ready for this to happen. I don't even know what, I'm sure I got a little, I don't know actually. It happened so quick. He saw me moving in here and started putting. I knew the gig was up. I mean, I had to make a shot, and I shot through some thick stuff on the first shot, and then he hit another gear and got out to the edge of the field and was going. And luckily, I shoot enough waterfowl all season. I'm good at hitting moving targets, because this sucker was moving when I finally put him down. But pretty awesome, Zane, man. We got her done.
On to the next one.
Yep. Well, we're still gonna get up to the upper farm and see if we can't get Zane Man on a bird.
Hopefully the next one's more conventional.
Yeah. But it's a real nice 3-year-old. It's got a 9 1/4 inch beard and inch spurs. So I'm super happy with him. We're gonna go ahead and get him packed up and see if we can't get Zane Man on one. Thanks for watching, but this video is not over yet. There's more to come. Okay folks, we just had a bird hit. We walked down to the food plot, hit the call, and we had one gobble quite a long ways away though. But we're gonna walk a little closer and see if we can't get him to hit again. You wanna try it right here, Zane, before we crest the hill? Well, that bird shut right up on us. All he gave us was a little shot gobble and never gobbled again. So we're on to the next parcel. Let's see if we can't get something else going. Okay, everybody. So we're walking back out of the woods, and we got all the way up here, back to the food plot. Hit a call off the other side of the food plot. The same bird just answered again that we were just after. So we're gonna try to get in tighter to him this time. Problem was, we were down in this bottom, and there's stupid geese were down here honking so much you couldn't hear nothing. I'm sure they were answering, we just couldn't hear them. So we're gonna get across the water and see if we can see if Zane Man can get him one killed.
Might have to go swimming, but
That right there is going to be a wrap on today's video. We never ended up getting into those turkeys anymore. They shot gobbled at us. We got them to answer like 6 or 7 times, and they weren't interested. So we're all done. I'm going to answer some questions you guys left me on the video from yesterday. Wheels said, do you know of any diaphragm calls that are not made of latex? I'm allergic to latex. I have no idea. I'm sure there's some special things you can look up online and maybe find one that's latex free, but I don't know personally. And a lot of you guys mentioned that turkey gobbled to me more than just that time, and when I listened to the video back, I can tell you're right. It did gobble. It responded to me to at least 3 different times in the video, and unfortunately I had got up and left because I didn't think, you know, right after I answered those questions I left. So that bird could have came I just didn't hear it, unfortunately. Kurt Kent asks, who makes that hat that you use? I got it from Field and Stream. I don't know who makes it. Mason Skogman asks, what brand of decoys would you recommend? I always use the Avian X decoys, turkey decoys. I think they're very realistic looking. JJH asks, when goose hunting in the field, what layout blinds do you use? We have an array of a whole bunch of different ones. Personally, I like the Final Approach ones. I think they're pretty good. Ken Stout asks, what type of turkey choke do you use? I use Pattern Master Heavy Shot Turkey Choke. Adam said, Cliffy's gobbling. Cliffy gobbled again. Cliff, yup, still gobbling. He'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, I really cringed when I was editing that video and I heard that gobble. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I can't believe I didn't hear it. Pure Fencing said, have you had much luck using digital or electronic collars? I've never used digital or electronic collar with turkeys. I'm almost 100% positive it's illegal in both New York and Pennsylvania. So I don't have any clue. Josiah said, my turkeys I hunt roost up on a hill. Should I try to be on top of the hill with them, or should I set up down the hill from them? Personally, I've experienced that most turkeys that are roosted on a steep embankment always fly up, as in just straight across and land kind of level to where the tree is and where they're at, and they'll just land usually above that tree. So if I'm hunting a turkey gobbling on a ridge side, I want to be above that bird. I mean, there's cases where they've flown down, but 9 times out of 10 they're either going to pop down right above that tree on the top side of that hill or on either side, but they don't like flying down the hills, I've noticed. Steve said, Cliff, would you ever do a live video on hunting tips or different hunting topics? I think it would be cool, especially your duck and goose hunts. Yeah, I've thought about it before. I don't know if our internet would be up to it. Jackson Hunter and Farmer 26 said you should do a video on how to use a diaphragm mouth call. If you watch, actually it's in this video. The video you commented on, I did that, and I'm pretty sure. John Blackie asks, do you do any public ground hunting? Yes, I do. On this video, obviously, you saw my public land experience here in New York, but we'll get back in there after them. That's going to do it for the questions. Make sure you tune into my channel for tomorrow's hunt. We're going to get back after them public land birds, and pretty excited about it. Hopefully they're kind of in the same area, and Zane and I can get in on them. We'll find out tomorrow. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and turn on your notifications. Appreciate it, everybody. We'll see you.